So now the big thing is, great, I've created the content, but how does it work? How does it resonate with my audience? So that's where analytics comes into play, obviously. So you might have noticed, some of you already, here's a little metrics tab, which is also new. And this gives you access to the analytics for this content. Now, obviously it's 0, I've just created it. Yeah? So there's no traction in my demo content anyway. We have a little simulation, you see it below here, just for demo purposes. So I could say, well, now that I have this page online, how do the metrics look like after 3 days? Yeah? Again, it's a simulation. So then I see, nice, there's some page requests, fantastic. But oh, there's something red here. The exit rate, 6.2%. I lose 6.2% of my traffic on this page. Not so ideal. Maybe I take another look after 5 days, 7.5%. Oh my God, yeah, I should maybe act. So that is some insight that I get here. The other question is, which audience do I lose the traffic? Is it overall, or are there some specifics for certain audiences? And that's what we can also see here as a default product. You see here now I get the traffic divided by segments. And what catches my eye is this number here. So in my high performance motors interest segment, which I wanted to target, actually, I have the worst experience ever. So I lose a lot of people. I need to act. Yeah, that's the thing. And by the way, again, we have some extension here for our KIO as well. So I've spotted this now manually. But I could have also asked KIO here, get some, how do my pages perform, for example. And then it uses, for example, the our MCP server, another agent, to get the analytics data. Maybe that's also the time to show this one here. It's a bit hard. So there's different, the context, if I expand this here, you see this is the content I'm working on. This is the intent that KIO has recognized. And this is the agent that it uses. So per default, it uses a read-only agent, but if this is not sufficient, and that's what it says here, he switched to other agents that does the job. So KIO here is multi-agent aware, and you can plug in also additional other agents to go to your connected systems, be it your other analytics data or your CRM system or what have you. So that's all there. And again, then KIO could show you the insights and could also break it down further or recommend some actions. So in our case, I've done it manually. And again, I wanted to now tackle this challenge that my exit rate is too high. So we go back here to my presentation, because what a fancy animation. There's a high exit rate on that page. That is something I need to tackle. How do I tackle this now? I need to, of course, I want to target my audience, the high performance motors interests. And for that, we have a new capability. You see that here, I can create a variant of a content item and tie it to a certain segment. So I can say I create a variant and target a certain other audience, so that there's different content shown here depending on which segment I belong to. So my task now is create a new variant. We go back to Studio and go here. And then there's this little plus thing. And here I can create now a new variant. We come to the A/B test in a second. So with one click, I can create a new variant. And here you can see it immediately puts me onto the Personalization tab, where I can steer the segmentation. So which is the audience that I want to create this variant for? And then I have a little chooser. I can also start typing here, and I want to target my high performance interest folk. Fantastic. So now I've created this variant and targeted it, but it's still the same content. And that's, of course, what I want to fix. I want to have different content. I want to target now the audience. And how do I do it? Manually or no? I use KIO, obviously. We practice this a bit more. So KIO is what I use now to do that. So KIO, I want to target someone else. What should I do? And we do it step by step again. First thing is I say, suggest 4 title alternatives or alternative titles targeting engineers of high performance motors. So I do that, and KIO is creative, obviously. And KIO will tell me, give me these 4 different variants that I want to say. So maybe I like, the second one. I simply say, apply the second. How do I apply this to this variant? I think I've prepared it as well, but anyway, I've done that. Watch this one here, the article title. This will now change. So KIO changed the article title here. This is much more compelling. I also want to rewrite the text slightly, maybe only, but that's important, of course. So I have here the first paragraph, which I want to change. So I go here, I have a prepared prompt, rewrite the first paragraph to be more compelling for high-performance motors enthusiasts. So watch this one here. Electric motors have become, and now KIO thinks and is working and is recreating that. So here we go. Now you've seen that here. The thing is, what you hopefully get, KIO is not restricted in any way. Yeah, KIO is free. You can speak to it. You can change everything. You can say, create a new landing page, change this paragraph, rephrase this a bit. There's no limit and there's nothing holding you back being creative. We haven't talked about the playbooks. We can do that later on, but that's the main message. KIO is very, very flexible, but you are still in control. That's important. So I've done that one here. Talking about being in control, you might have noticed that as well. Whenever KIO changes something, I can also review this one here, and I can easily show the differencing. So with one click, I can say, hey, what did KIO change actually? So it changed this text here. This is now new. So I'm in full control to check what KIO has done, and the content is also marked as being changed by KIO. Fantastic. So I'm happy maybe with the text, but one thing is the visual thing, so the image. And now I could, of course, search for the image, but there again, there's something new because now we have semantic search. What is semantic search really? Before I use KIO, let me show you what it is. So we have the traditional search. There's the pictures in the system. And if I search for, I don't know, for motors, I will find pictures. But what about people with glasses? Because I have some. Nothing if you use the traditional metadata keyword-based search. But with semantic search, you will find pictures with people wearing glasses, or, I don't know, smiling people, however you spell that, people, like this, smiling people. So with our semantic search, we understand the content. It's working for text and also for imagery, so you can better find content and associate it to it. That's working manually, but you can also use KIO. So use KIO, here we go, where's the thing? Use semantic search to find a great image for motor innovations. And then KIO will take a look and retrieve some content and do some suggestions. And here we go. There's 4 pictures that it has suggested. I can have a little preview here, for example. And the first thing, the red one, that's the one that I want to use. And then I can simply say, hey, KIO, link the first image to this variant. Then take a look at the left-hand side where KIO will work on. So he's on it. And then he will change it immediately. Come on. I'm impatient, Here you go. So now you see KIO has switched it. So again, another example of how it can change everything, the entire experience. Fantastic. So this is now my variant, a different title, different image, a different text here. And if I take a look at what I wanted to do, that's exactly what I wanted to do. And again, the question is now, how do I bring it live, this variant? What do we have to do? Well, nothing special. You just have to publish it. So on the right-hand side, I see there's one new item I need to publish, and I only publish it now. I started, the publication is successful, and this is when I'm live. So, and we will take care, our headless server or our rendering engine will take care of giving the right content to the right audiences. Again, then I can come back to the metrics, take a look how they develop over time. Again, we started with a very bad exit rate, and then guess what? After 7 days, it's better. 2.3, after 10 days, it's even better. Okay, this is a demo fake, but you get the idea from a story perspective. This now really worked out and worked nicely.